Hello. Hopefully you guys can hear me this time. So I tried it last time and it didn't work. So hopefully you can hear me. All right. So this is the video that y'all wanted on how to get full PDFs. So my name is Heather. I have 4 kids. One that's going into 8th grade, one that's going into 4th grade, one that's going to 3rd grade, and one that'll be 4 in January. So with that being said, I'll show you how I find all the PDFs. Now, keep in mind that not every course has all the full course PDFs. So I'll show you what they look like when you're looking for them, so that way you can see them, or you can identify them when you see them. So this is my oldest son. I started working through all the PDFs, and I'm down to social studies. You go to add or remove courses. So someone asked also, how do you work ahead into the next year? So this is what he's on now, and it's check marked, so this is what he's actually working in. And next year I want him to work on US government. Now, if I were to click this so it became a check mark, I would officially be assigning him the work, in which it would show up on his side when he goes to do the work. But I don't want to do that. I just want to, get prepped and ready for next year. So I select the actual course and it pulls it up. And then, as you can see, we had started to assign this, but realized that it might have been too much. So we backed off and we did something else. But this is what it will look like. It's a very large course with 7 units. So what you'll do is you'll hit the PDF and answer keys. And when it comes up, you'll see all these different things that you can click. Right here is the full course, all the PDFs that they have created for this course, with every single unit in it. And so you hit US Government Full Course, and you can see it's 422 pages. And it has everything. So at this stage, you can hit like load next page and you can see all the different pages. But what I like to do is I hit this little print icon and it will pull it up into your PDF viewer, whether that's Adobe or whatever you're using. You can also download it. I find that by downloading it, I don't know, I feel like it takes up too much space for me. So I just do it this way, so it's not really saved on my computer. And this is what happens when you open it up. So it's not really saved on my computer, but I can print it and do what I need to do with it and then be done with it, right? So as you can see, let me go back up to the top. It's a full course. And what I do is I will take a sheet of paper and I will write Unit 1, and then I will start writing the pages down. And what I'll do is I kind of have something that's keyed for myself, in that I will circle a page, like the page number that it's on. So this is page 2 because obviously this is page 1, right? I will circle page 2 that says that I'm going to put it on heavy cardstocks, and that way it can kind of withstand the test of time. And then, I'll keep track of the pages that I want. And then say if it's something that I want to have printed front and back, I will write the page numbers, say 6 through, I think it's 8. 6 through 8. I know it says 6 here, but pay attention to the numbers here. 6 through 8 are the ones that I want printed, both front and back, to maybe try and save space. And I'll go through this and pick out what I want them to learn. So now if there's something that, and obviously you can take this as deep or a surface level as you want. With certain subjects, I will take it pretty deep only because I think you gain better knowledge that way. Um, like this one, it kind of talks about, it makes them think about what they learned, like, what are the three types of government, and what do you think about it, basically. So you can take it as surface level or as deep as you want. Also with Mia, they have done a really good job to try and find things that correlate to it in book form. So if your child's a book reader and learns very well through reading, there are some really good reading lists right there. And then you can always take these vocabulary and quiz them on them as well. I don't do that. I think that's a lot. They have a lot already going on. And then a lot of people have asked, why don't you put it into a Google Classroom, that kind of thing. I do utilize a Google Classroom. I typically utilize my Google Classroom for presentations and things of that nature. My husband and I, we are both tactile learners as well as visual learners. And there's also been research to say that if you write out your notes or write down things, you retain them better. So that's why we print them out and have them do writing. Plus, their penmanship is pretty bad. So we like to try and get in as much writing as we can. So that's another reason why we do it good old-fashioned paper style. I know a lot of people will be conflicted about wastefulness or things of that nature, and I definitely understand that. I try my hardest to only give them the information that they need versus like I could print all 422 pages of this, but I don't think they need all 422 pages. Where a lot of it is either for me or maybe it doesn't apply to them. Maybe I don't want them to do that activity, like maybe something like this, so that's where I kind of pick and choose. And this is probably the most time consuming part. So the next thing that people are like, well, I don't have the full course. Yes, there are some courses that do not have the full course applied to it. I'd say maybe about 70% of all of the work that Mia has are in full courses like that. But I'll show you one that isn't, and this was his science, and this is one that I prepped already, and it was life science. Clearly, it's a really big course, just like US government. And I click on PDFs, and you see there isn't a full course thing. So I did have to go in and open each student PDF. And what will happen is I put them all up in the tabs up, up in your web browser, and I open them up, and then I will print out what I want to print out, and then I'll kind of close that tab so I know that I've completed that portion of it. That also goes for when I write down the numbers for when I do the full courses. That's kind of my check off. So if I get pulled away or I need to stop for any reason, I kind of know where I left off. And that's what I do there. There are answer keys for those who want answer keys. To my knowledge, I don't think they have a full course answer key yet, but I'm sure they'll probably get to that. They're really good about listening to parents about what works for them, and if they get a really big consensus, they will add it. And then also they're adding stuff all the time. So this is new. They're working on it now. Part of it is available, and they're always adding stuff. Another question I get asked is, what if they add to the topic you've already printed out? I guess that's just a roll of the dice you have to live with, and maybe add to, or kind of make a separate thing for. A lot of times they're really good about keeping things as consistent as they can be in a quote unquote normal school year. So that's one thing that I guess you just have to take a gamble with. Another thing that people were asking about too is also like pre-K. Now they have kindergarten levels here, and one thing, let me see if I can find it, if it's in here. If it is in here, I'll show you, but they actually have PDFs for the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. Now, I don't know if it was this one per se, it could be. So yeah, letters and sounds. So let's see. I could be totally wrong. That will happen. But there were some for like tracing and letters and sounds. Obviously, this one isn't it, but it's in there. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I will be showing, or I'll be doing a video of the binding here soon. So we'll see y'all then. Thanks.